Hey guys, welcome to another overnighter. I had a couple of questions, a couple of comments on one of my most recent videos, overnight videos, where I was asked to show how I set up camp, kind of show the system I go through, systemically go through things, and we'll do that here. We got to move pretty quick because the sun's going down. We got here kind of late. First thing I do is I park, and I'm about 2.5 to 3 miles away. So I hike in 2.5 to 3 miles. Once I get here to my spot, this is usually always where I come, I hang my pack from a tree. That's the very first thing I do because I have heavy equipment, it's a lengthy hike, and I just want to get that off. Hanging it up off the ground keeps our pack up off the ground, and it also allows us to be able to reach into our pack right at the level we like it. We don't have to bend down, we don't have to move it at different angles. So I just take a piece of paracord. You see that okay? I take a piece of paracord and I wrap it around the tree, and I wrap it around itself so it self-tightens. I then tie a figure 8 on a bite and hook this carabiner. I always keep a carabiner. Make sure you can see that okay, guys. I always keep a carabiner on this top loop of my pack, and then I just hook it through the loop, and this is where my pack stays for the course of the trip here, unless I have to throw it under the tarp or something due to weather. But we're not supposed to have much weather tonight, so we should be okay. So I can reach my utility pouch here. I can reach some water on the side, cook kit, fire kit. I have everything that I need very accessible to me. I have my pockets if I need them, and everything I can reach from right here. So the next thing I'm going to do is hang up our sleep system. We're going to hang up our hammock, and those will get two of the things out of the way first. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, this stuff sack right here, this contains my sleep system. And to go with this, I have a exercise mat, and I also have my MSS sleeping bag, and we'll get to those in a second. But first, let me show you the contents of this. First, this is the tarp that goes over the hammock, and I have my shemagh on the ground here that I'm just throwing stuff on. This is my hammock itself. This is my bug net. And then these are my hammock straps. And I got these from Harbor Freight. They come with a buckle on the end. I just cut the buckle off. So all of those bags fit into that stuff sack, and it kind of all goes together. So we're going to start by hanging these up. Then I'm going to hang the hammock. Then I'm going to hang the bug net. Then we'll put the tarp over, okay? And make sure I get a good angle here for you guys. So the way I hang up the straps, guys, is we just want to unravel them. Almost very similar to the way we hang up our pack. I just take one of these straps and fold it. And then we're going to wrap it around the tree, come through the fold here. And it's going to tighten on itself there. And I'm going to do that the same way on the other end. Kind of get an idea of where the other one is. So I just fold it in half. Wrap it around the tree, come through the fold, and that self-tightens for us. So now we're going to break out the hammock, guys. And I have the whoopee slings and the carabiners. I keep it all attached in this. There's one of these with a red piece of paracord around it, and that represents the side that my head goes. So this one is going to go on the feet side. Actually, let me show you here. And my hammock knot is simply going to be a slip knot. Okay? So I just take it, turn it on itself, reach up through, and that's where my carabiner goes. When we're all set, right now this is just taking measurements and setting it up. I just simply put another slip knot through here to lock up that knot. But for right now, we might have to adjust this. So now what I do is I just unfold it as we go. Sorry guys. Hope you'll be able to see that okay. We're just gonna unroll it, okay? Find what our hook is caught in. Still in the bag. Okay, so we're unrolled, and then we want to make sure we get our bag on the right side. So this is the carabiner with, the carabiner with the red piece of paracord. So this is the end for my head. And I always like to do that because, for one, I can keep where my head and feet lay separate, and two, I can always put this side a little bit slightly higher. So my head is higher and I don't wake up with a headache. Same thing here. We're just gonna turn it, take it like this, turn it onto itself, reach up through, and there's where we're gonna go, right there. And we gotta keep it loose as well because our bug net is gonna have to go up, and in order to put that up, we take it off and go through the bug net, which I'll show you here in a second. Let's get that set up. Okay guys, we're losing light here pretty quick, so the bug net takes a little bit longer. I just wanted to show you that I threw up the bug net. I put a ridge line of bank line across the top, and then I set up the bug net, which entails taking one side of the bug net and pulling it through the hammock. So that's set up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my exercise pad and I'm going to throw that in here first. And now that we have a pretty secure setup, I would say, I'm going to go ahead and tie these second knots, these stop knots, onto my slip knots on the ends. And before we go too far, I just want to make sure everything is all set with it. Okay, and without getting too far in, guys, I can tell that that's pretty good to go. Exercise mat's down. Now I'm just going to unpack my MSS. I have it all in the stuff sack here. Compressed down a lot so it was able to fit onto my pack. I just used Canadian jam knots. I put the MSS in this bag here, and then I used Canadian jam knots to tie it to the bottom of my sleeping bag. And when I pack up tomorrow, we'll show that. So I have the bivy sack on the outside, and instead of the green bag, I went with the black bag, the black Arctic bag on the inside. They said it might be as low as 40 degrees tonight. So, just to be on the safe side, I thought we'd bring some warmth. And now I'm going to throw this on top of our exercise mat. Unzip it so we're able to get in. And we're all set. Okay, that's pretty good, guys. And I had a couple people ask me after the last hammock video, the one that I fell down in at the end, how do I get in and out of that MSS sleeping bag inside of the hammock? Well, if I think about it, remind me guys, if I think about it, I'll show that. I'll hop into it. Actually, you know what? Show that right now while it's still light out. But I'm going to put the shemagh over here because I don't really like climbing in with shoes on too much. Alright, I'm going to show you how I climb into the sleeping bag inside the MSS. In the hammock. Maybe I'll leave that open so you guys can see. Once I'm in here, I'm just going to find my opening and slide right in. And I'm zipping up on the other side. And there we go, guys. Can you see that okay? Inside the hammock, into the MSS. That's how I get into it. I think we're pretty well balanced. Just takes some moving around. And then to hop out, I just unzip it from inside of here. And then I come out of it first. I take my legs out of it, try to keep it as stationary as possible. And there we go, guys. Easy as that.